Hello, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. I'm your host, ApolloNik, Nick Bowen, and joining me today are my cast for Starcana, The Second Breath. Hello, folks. How are you today?
Hello, hello.
We are continuing our game of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons using the 2024 rules. And last time, you all got caught snooping around in a family tomb of a magic noble, Lord Griswold. And you got into it with him, but then he realized, or I don't remember exactly how it came to pass, but the combat's kind of stopped, and he asked what the fuck y'all were doing. And someone sort of chose the route of honesty. That sounds like a Miro thing to do. Does that sound right? Was that... You were the one like flying around, weren't you, Miro?
Yeah.
And facing off with him toe to toe.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So he invited you back to his family's estate and has decided to make you all an offer that he will equip you all with magic items and send you happily on your way as long as you help him with a big issue of his. He wants you to steal something from the Prince of Lutz. The Lutz Prince.
Who doesn't like stealing things? Yeah, stealing things is fun.
Yeah. What do you all... remind me what I've told you about what you're stealing. Have I told you anything?
Nothing.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Good.
Yes, I do not recall you saying anything.
Okay, let's get rid of that rainy music. It is not rainy. Yes, go ahead, Dave.
I think he promised each one of our party something, because I remember Miro's want for this to accompany him at this big gathering.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember what theirs was.
Okay.
It was money.
You asked for money?
Yeah.
When doesn't Cleo?
You would rather take money than magical items. That's doable.
Oh, I could also do some magical items.
Are way cooler, especially.
You're right.
Exist
You know what? I never said that I was smart, right? I just said that I like to kill and I like to make money, but I can kill better with more magical weapons.
This
so
is
you know
very
what?
true.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Maz, I appreciate you pointing out the joy of magical weaponry.
Yes. So if I recall correctly, he also pulled you aside, Miro, because you wanted to ask about your former mentor and father figure, Yuri. You asked about the history with him and Yuri, and he basically explained that I kind of want to recap this, and I might be introducing new information here, but to just kind of like make sure we're on the same page and keep moving things along. He explained that Yuri long ago was a minor lord in the Principality of Lutz, who was trying to earn a stronger title, basically through merit. He wanted to do favors for the crown to get better trust and support of himself. And so he offered to be put on sort of a dangerous mission to essentially prove his loyalty and capability. And it was arranged that to go undercover in the Luthen Principality, he would be declared a traitor of Lutz and be banished, quote unquote, before fleeing to Luthen, basically to lend credibility to him. Lots of other former lords and ladies of Lutz, as we've seen with, say, Renton Shellback, were,
Blue.
yeah, like many lords and ladies would get kicked out of Lutz for their treachery, and they would seek shelter in Luthen. And many of them ended up working for the academy or the government or the prince over there, et cetera, et cetera.
He's so selfish looking for shelter when he's got a shell right there. Like,
so Yuri found his way to the Alistair Academy and became an advisor to their board and to the Luthen crown. And during this time, Lord Griswold was essentially Yuri's handler and was kind of like being a support figure for Yuri when he was able to like send messages back home, because that was his job, was to send messages back to Lutz. And Yuri managed to do this for a while, but was eventually discovered and banished from Luthen, which is how he wound up in the Free State where he found you. And to ultimately, to save face from embarrassment for the failed mission, the Lutz Crown refused to admit to sending Yuri on this mission. And they maintained that he was a traitor and was banished properly. Even though, as you've learned here from Griswold, that this was not the case. Griswold informs you that he was sworn to secrecy, of course, to keep, saving face for the Lutz Prince. So that is where the tale of Yuri lands here. And so is there anything about hearing this story about Yuri like that you want to ask him or respond to in any way? He is acknowledging that he wants to take you all on a mission to Lutzholm, the capital city, to the royal palace, and that it will be very dangerous, and that if Yuri,
fun.
Yeah, and if Yuri was like a father figure, he recognizes that could be kind of emotional for you. So where does that leave Miro?
I think Miro doesn't have anything else to say right now, but Miro like stands up and does one of those cool things where, like, when people are wearing the long cloaks and they stand up and they take their hands and they flap it back, because Miro is very like Diva-esque. And then turns and opens the doors and is like, I'm ready for you guys to come in.
Oh, right. So this was you two chatting alone, and now you're inviting the rest of them to join?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I need my friends. All
right. So you
all right, Maleficent. Thank you.
Are brought into the study where this chat is happening. And Lord Griswold kind of looks around and says, well, is there anything you want to share with the rest before we get to brass tacks on the mission at hand?
Miro goes, I just spilled my iced tea all over me.
Oh, the tea is spilled. Wow.
I spilled tea.
Beverages? We were not offered beverages.
Griswold snaps his fingers and says, please help Lord Miro clean that up, and beverages for the rest of our friends. And the butlers rush over and start pampering you a bit to get you cleaned up.
I sip on the freshly served tea and then look at Miro and say, do you have any tea you're sharing?
Miro goes,
you're so stupid.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Anyways.
Okay, so when are we killing people?
Miro looks at Mascara and Cleo. I mean, just for time's sake, I sit them down and
yada yada.
Miro yada 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 explains the whole story to them. but leaves out the details of knowing the fact that there's something that Miro is going to probably have to do by himself at some point. Like in Miro's head, Miro knows he's out for blood, but he withholds that from the group.
Okay. So we know this is a little bit of a harrowing journey and that we're going to have to do some really heavy lifting, basically.
I mean, betrayal's a thing. I'm part demon. I'm used to that kind of shit.
Listen, it's cutthroats or get yours cut where I'm from. So whatever we got to do, as long as we're getting paid and I get some kind of fun powers out of it.
Yes, all in good time. Now, the mission I have for you all. The Lutz Prince is ordering all noble families to gather and re-establish, renew our oaths of loyalty to the prince, who has been recently married. And so we will be renewing our vows, our oaths to the crown and to his new wife in these tumultuous times, especially as Lutz is preparing to go to war at our southern border with the fair folk who have been gathering at Arenel.
I got scared for a second because before you specified the marriage's gender, I was like, did Daniel turn to the dark side?
No, Daniel's taking care of your camp where you all were.
And the professor and whatever.
I was like, I could see Daniel doing that.
Who knows at this point? Daniel might have been caught up on that prison sentence and had to go take care of that. We don't know at this point.
No, I think he has like a year, if I remember right.
Work. A deferred sentence or something.
Yeah, it's basically like, I think what happened was the academy was like, yo, he's actually on an official mission for us. Can you delay the sentencing? And then let his like work for us prove like his character to reduce his sentence. Like and he went under contract. Like he signed a magical contract. And in fact, Griswold explains that the oaths that he and the other nobles are being asked to take are in fact a magical binding contract. Like under penalty of death, they will be true and loyal to the crown. And so,
what fun is that?
What?
What fun is that?
Well, imagine Game of Thrones, but that the king or queen could just make the other nobles literally have to keep their oaths under penalty of death.
Yeah, no, it would have been a completely different series.
Yeah. Well, welcome to this fucked up, powerful, magical world of Dungeons and Dragons. And so Griswold wants you all to accompany him and to act as his like members of his retinue, basically as butlers. And he wants you all to basically take some time to learn how to buttle a little bit so that you all have a valid reason to come with him to the palace. And he wants you all to steal the contract that he signs so that he can tear it up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Easy work.
Yeah. So there is going to be a large ceremony. There's going to be lots of speeches. All of the lords and ladies, one after another, in witness of each other, will sign these magical contracts in blood, which will seal the magical contract. And then they will be placed in the royal vault.
Oh, God.
Where they will remain to enforce themselves, essentially, and be protected. He said he admits that upon meeting you, he realized the opportunity that he had here to have an unknown group come in and try and mess with it. He wishes that if you all are caught, that you all will admit to being basically a crew that came into his employ as a means to go steal other stuff from the vault, giving him plausible deniability.
Okay.
I mean, I've been told I look good in a suit, so
Yes.
I'm down.
Yes, I think we can get you all some suits. Now, there leaves very little time for preparation. We are required to be in Lutz home in 3 days' time. Travel won't be a problem. I can teleport us all there to the city and arrive on the day that we are required to be there. But you all need time to prepare. Fortunately, the Griswold family estate lies on a domain, which is, so I don't know if y'all are familiar with this word, domain, Demense. A domain is land that lays on a magical ley line. And there is a reason that this family estate was founded originally here. And that is because there is a cavern underneath our estate that has some magical properties. You all will be spending time preparing in the Griswold family domain, essentially.
In domain estate, yeah.
Yes. So, have any of you ever been subjected to a spell like haste? Makes you run really fast, act very quickly, think faster than you've ever thought before.
Oh, I have in fact taken Adderall
Maybe.
He will nod at some of his butlers, who will each in turn cast the haste spell on each of you. Yeah, so you all basically, so mechanically, haste lets you like take an extra action, double your movement, increases your armor class because of your dodge.
Yeah, I love a good spell.
And then after a minute, you go into a state of lethargy or lethargy, I don't know how to pronounce it, where you like are you're stunned for like a turn. And so there's like a drawback to acting so fast.
Okay.
He explains this spell and then says, the Griswold Demence is very similar in nature. Come with me. And he leads you down into the basement of the building. And there is a marble door in like the underground that he opens and invites you all to step inside. And then in a pouch sitting on a little alcove next to the door, he puts his fingers in, takes out a pinch of red dust, and he begins to cast a spell on it, and he flicks it into the room and closes the door behind you. And you hear a very heavy slam and locking of the door. And you begin to feel very strange. And that red dust begins swirling and moves towards a pile of clay sitting on the inside of this large marble room. Just white marble. And the dust
hands
takes...
on hips on guns.
Uh-huh. The ruby dust reaches the clay, which begins to form in the shape of a person. The form of Griswold himself.
Oh.
and he like eventually comes into sentience, and he greets you, and he says, "Hello, I have been cast to aid you in these next 2 weeks that you will spend here in the time dilation chamber. I am a simulacrum of Lord Griswold, with all of his knowledge and personality, traits, and memories. While he is outside for the next 2 days, you will spend the next 2 weeks in here training, learning, and preparing to be butlers and to fulfill the mission that you have just been informed about. You will find that there are sleeping quarters, there is food, there is refreshment, there is all you will need to train and do whatever you choose to spend the next 2 weeks. Any questions?"
Now, are you a hologram?
No.
No, I reach out and touch Griswold and poke at him and feel that he feels.
I may be a simulacrum, but I am still a lord. Don't do that.
Miro,
Say, what a parlor trick.
He's like a golem, guys. It's fine.
Miro walks up to Lord Griswold and points at his chest and goes, "Hey, what's this?"
What's what?
And then
No, you're so stupid. Oh, wow.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I have a regiment in mind for you all. We will be spending several hours a day preparing in butler training. We will also be working on all of your innate skills that you will need for the job.
Okay.
We will be learning the layout of the royal palace. We will be learning about the lords and ladies who you might encounter. You will learn all the details that you need for the mission at hand. And the simulacrum begins to wave his hand, and the marble look of the entire chamber kind of begins to shift. And then it appears that you are on a patio outdoors with marble. It's the same marble floor, but like furniture appears. You see the blue sky. It gets brighter. There are clouds overhead. A gentle breeze begins to waft around you. You even hear the chittering of birds. There might be like an owl in a distant tree. You walk around and find that you are still in a room. It is like domed, and you can feel the wall, but you don't really see it. So
weird.
You are in a time dilation chamber. You have 2 days in the real world, which will be 2 weeks to you in here. But on the third day, you all will need to depart and reacclimate to real time. It will not be
so
pleasant.
On the third day, we'll rise again. Okay, love that.
Less rise and more like puke your guts out for about 3 or 4 hours and then need to rest.
So this is a really bad trip, and then we're just gonna. Bleh. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. Let's learn some stuff.
Yeah. So here's what I need you all to do. We're gonna go over some details of the mission, but I would like you all to also level up to level 7.
Oh.
You're training for 2 weeks. This was the surprise that you were very worried about.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
So yeah. We basically get like a montage of you all like working on your magic, on shooting your guns. What's that, Anna?
I was singing the montage song from Team America and South Park fame.
Okay.
Oh, I have
unfamiliar.
to look. Okay, so this is going to take a second because something interesting just popped up.
I don't get anything new.
Like IRL?
Like elemental fury choice.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I'm gonna leave you all to work on leveling up. feel free to discuss like what level 7 means for your character and what it looks like to like train on that. I will be listening. I do need to step away for a quick sec.
It literally just gave me more HP. I went from 51 to 59, but that's great. I'm happy with that.
Is that it? There's got to be something else.
Yeah. Nope. Unless I'm misunderstanding. But...
Let me look here. Level 7. Is that really it? Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, sucks to suck, I guess. I want a really fun new toy when we're done with this.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So here's some creepy ethereal.
Fine, I'm happy with the HP.
This is a sci-fi track actually called Biodome,
Okay.
but I think it fits for the.
Considering I'm hitting the blicky, this is great. I'm enjoying the dome.
I'm going to move us all to a new map before I step away for a second. Let's all go.
I'm afraid.
Here. Okay, so.
Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Okay, so up here in the top right corner, I have a layout of the Royal Palace. The Simulacrum of Griswold is able to walk you through like this layout and kind of draw you this crude map, but he is unaware of what's going on in the top, like the northeast corner of the building. There's a hallway with stairs that go down, and there's 2 other rooms there. He thinks one is a library, and he doesn't know what the other one is because he's never been in there himself. But the vault is either in one of these rooms or down the stairs. The oath ceremony is going to be taking place in the royal throne room, and if they decide to have us spend the night, we will be in the residences on the west side. Yeah, I'll go over some more details when I get back. But yeah, feel free to work on leveling up.
Fun. I hope you're getting something really fun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Do, 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 do. I love that mine was so simple. I got nothing new.
Yeah,
I got a +1 in religion, I think, as an add-on. That was it.
Yeah, a lot of leveling up is you get stuff mostly at 3, 9, 13, and 18, I think, is when you get your bigger.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's a maybe just because of what it is.
What are you getting?
I might get I gotta scroll up a little bit to see its name again. Nope, I went too far.
Yeah, you did.
I could get Charm Monster, but that's not the one that I was like.
No. Imagine you charm a monster and you make them like do karaoke. And they just have to sing All Star by Smash Mouth.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Wait,
Right.
So you reached level 7. You should be getting.
Oh, here it is. I could get Giant Insect.
No, thank you.
You can
No, thank
transform
you.
up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range
Please
into a
don't.
giant version
No,
of
thank you.
Cleo should be getting evasion. Why is that not?
I don't see that. I don't see it at all.
Oh, it should be under features and traits.
Okay, I'll look now.
You can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain dangers. When you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw in order to take only half damage, you instead take no damage.
You said it's under where? Hold on.
Features and traits.
Underwear.
Underwear.
Under... What tab is that under in D&D Beyond? I don't even know.
I don't use D&D Beyond. I am logged in. Let me look. My campaigns. I think I can see. Yeah, view campaign.
Oh, it just says class features.
Clio. Yeah, it should be a class feature.
I don't see it at all. Wait.
I don't think I can see Clio. Oh wait, yes I can. Here we go.
Okay, why didn't it give me that?
Okay, so if you scroll about 2/3 of the way down, you'll see yellow text that says species traits, or if you click class features, it'll be your last class feature. Evasion.
Oh, I see it now.
You see it? Yeah. So basically, and then there's another one, reliable talent.
Reliable talent.
Yeah, those are both of your new things. So evasion.
Okay.
So like for example, there might be monsters with like a breath weapon, for example, that allow you to dodge, like roll a dexterity saving throw. Some abilities let you, if you succeed, you take no damage, and you then take damage on a failure. But other breath weapons or other spells will let you make a dexterity saving throw, and on a success, you take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
This lets you take no damage, which is unique to rogues.
Are you eating my stuff?
Yeah.
No, I have evasion as well.
Okay, and then reliable talent lets you select... Oh wow, that's really good. Basically, on anything that you're proficient at or have expertise in, you cannot roll lower than a 10.
That's incredible.
That's really cool. Okay.
Love that for me. Okay.
So Anna, what did level 7 get for you?
Well, the D&D Beyond is giving me evasion, but the book this is coming from says I get light-footed. Difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. So there's some kind of
Disconnect here.
disconnect between the two. And this doesn't say anything about the my brain isn't working. Hold on. Doesn't say anything about the. Oh no, there. Yeah, the D&D Beyond has given me this gun spinning ability, which is one of my crit features, but the book doesn't have that.
Oh. Okay. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know at this point. I'm annoyed.
That is annoying. And I did kind of surprise you with this extra level up.
But it's fine. I like the level up. It's just I don't know why it's not there and why. What else do I have that I shouldn't have or have that I do have?
Okay. I think as the owner of the character, you might be able to like remove and add like custom features.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm less familiar with it though. Okay, we will keep that in mind.
Yeah, because I like that. According to D&D Beyond, I have evasion. That's much better than
if you want to keep what D&D Beyond has prescribed you, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We can revisit anything you want to change and like stick with the source material later if
Yeah.
you like. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that D&D Beyond gives me that you and I can talk later about just in general is one of the features it gives me is a quick reload, but I don't use ammunition, so
Right. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about that.
right, but it means I'm missing an ability because I don't use it.
Right.
The way we built this character doesn't use it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's chat more later about what we might
Yeah.
replace
Yeah, no,
that
that's
with.
fine. We can do that. We can do that out of game.
Okay. Dave, what has level 7 gotten you? I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
It gave me the choice of potent spellcasting or primal strike classification, and I went primal strike, and now I also have a very powerful move spell that I'm not gonna say.
I mean, you should.
So you took primal strike, you said, or potent spellcasting?
Primal strike, which increases my attack power.
When you hit a creature with an attack roll using a weapon or a beast form attack in wild shape, I don't think we've ever seen you use a wild shape, except I think you used a charge to heal. You can cause the target to take an extra 1d8 damage of an element of your choice. Oh wow, that's very cool. All right. Okay.
I did this. There's something that I already had that now with this I can utilize this to make it more powerful.
Sure. Okay. So, the Simulacrum of Griswold, like while you all are doing your training over the next 2 weeks, is pointing out lots of like he's kind of a bit of a snob and very full of himself. He's constantly pointing out like ways you all can improve, and the annoying part of it is that he's usually right, and he ends up being helpful in a way, but he also is like trying to push you all really hard to make the most of these 2 weeks. And so there might be some moments of emotional tension, kind of having been kind of chucked in here without warning for 2 weeks to get prepared. But he explains that the real Griswold didn't want to waste any time. And that he sees this as you all doing each other big favors. So there's lots of training time, but there's also time in between throughout his regiment for you each day to kind of like go over butler training, and just so that you can appear to look like you know what you're doing as being part of his retinue. He kind of goes through the types of like things he might ask you to do for him while you're in front of other nobles and in the residences. And the key things he talks about is when we arrive, we are going to come in through the vestibule over here on the south end, the main entrance. We'll be shuttled into one of the antechambers, at which point Aldris Vorn, who is the royal chamberlain, will inspect you all and do like an interview process, and he may cast spells or use magical devices to try and root out, is there anything untoward or off about any of us. So we need to be prepared. There needs to be no magic items or spells because they will be looking for that. He explains that as a noble magic lord, he will be expected to be wearing magic items because it would be very odd for him not to. But there's kind of a special dispensation for him. And in fact, he's expecting that he will be taken to a different room from you three, where you will be interviewed. And so you all will need to be prepared to have a fabricated story. The Chamberlain might be looking for detecting lies. So you need
Miro's
to be
gonna get us killed.
prepared to tell the truth as well.
No.
But the Chamberlain is a very cautious and almost paranoid man. And so his methods and techniques will change. So we cannot really know what to expect.
Okay. Do you want any preemptive roles from us?
No. I want, because we have so much time to prepare and you have this wealth of knowledge, I am giving everyone one flashback to be able to come back and ask questions, or to prepare something, quote, special. Whatever that looks like. Whether that's to work out a story, to be able to have thought through like a part of the plan, or to produce an item that you will have thought of that you needed. So one flashback for whatever you might need.
What's everyone's stealth check looking like? I have a +10, so I feel like when it comes to the actual doing of the grabbing of whatever paper we're supposed to be getting, I think I'm at the strongest
You have a
place for that.
+10?
Yeah.
She has Cleo has expertise.
Yes.
Meaning she has like
stealth too, because she's a thief. So.
And 7 in sleight of hand. So
I have a +1 in both, so you can do it.
okay. So what's our story looking like? And like how are we, if I'm gonna be the one that's gonna grab this paper, how do we make that happen? Who's distracting? Who is what's the plan? And then what's our story?
I mean, you know me, I could just spill the tea.
But you shouldn't. Okay. So like
so
no, I mean Miro can just talk their ear off.
So Griswold explains that there will be a ceremony in the throne room where they will all be signed, at which point the Chamberlain, Aldris Vorn, will likely personally and with escort, sorry, let me change my arrow color, leave the throne room, head to the hallway, and proceed to the vault, wherever that is. So there might be some moments out in the grand hall or in this hallway over here that security might be low with the Chamberlain.
okay. So are we trying to distract him and swap out the paper for a fake? Are we what's the vibe?
That would be an excellent idea, and it can certainly be a contingency, is to have a prepared forged document to swap out.
Do you want us to take all of them and then you have things you can blackmail or sell back to the other lords?
The simulacrum of Lord Griswold chuckles at this notion, and he says, while that would be quite bold and perhaps the better long-term play for my goals, I I do not think so, as these documents might be inspected from time to time, and if all of them are forgeries, that would quickly draw attention. Whereas if there's just a stack of them sitting in the vault and one of them in the middle happens to be a forgery, it might not be so readily noticed. Imagine like the trope from like a movie where like the student like is like what is it in Suits, or maybe another show or film, the professor notices that someone's like turning in a test and they're not a student, and so he just like throws all the exams in the air or like starts like shuffling them around, and so the instructor doesn't know like whose is whose. Imagine that sort of a like trope.
Got it.
Is
Okay.
his suggestion. Like try and hide it if you do hide, like,
so we
prepare a
have
forged
one forgery prepared for us to swap out for a real one.
Yeah. The
Okay.
simulacrum will basically he will provide you a magic item that is basically a piece of paper that can copy any other piece of paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get our story straight, and then we can talk about what we're going to do to actually make the swap happen. Because we're going to be grilled like a lovely piece of salmon on a summer day.
Miro's a simple. Something that
Well,
Miro's just gonna tell him the truth. Miro is
the
homeless.
truth is that we're there to steal. That's
No,
not
Miro's
the truth that we
homeless.
can tell.
Miro has no family. Came to work for Lord Griswold. That's it.
But then they're going to ask how we learned about the job, like what all of these things.
I was walking through, went up to their gate, asked for food, was offered a job in shelter.
Interesting. Maz, what are you thinking? Similar? Like are we like a
How
Misfit
well
toys?
will these magic interrogations react? My idea is I am a tiefling. I'm bound to the Lord. So on and so forth. Demon magic shit. I don't know.
Oh, like made a deal. That is certainly something that other lords have done. It is within the realm of possibility.
Right, but if I tell them that and they do their magic woozy shit, is it going to say that I'm telling the truth? Or is that going to be like, no, I don't think so?
Is that going to be like a persuasion check kind of situation? Like, what are we?
Well, you could enter into a demonic contract with the real Lord Griswold when we leave.
I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that. Just come up with your stories. I wouldn't worry about that.
What?
I mean,
Miro.
that's a reasonable story. I am as a tiefling, that is something that happens to my people. I'm not a fan of it, so.
So you want to not actually get yourself into an agreement of that sort. Okay.
I would prefer not to be bound to anybody,
All right.
but
I don't know if they're going to trust me being there if I say that I like was, caught doing something less than great in outside of the Lord's territory, and then I was taken in as a worker to avoid death, basically. I'm basically like a servant, you know what I mean? Like I'm work there or die, and I have chosen to
You were eating all the
devote
tuna out of
myself.
the river.
Well, probably, just like scrounging for food and was caught by their guards. And so I was snatched up and told I either work for Griswold or I can die. And so I am working for Griswold happily.
I would say work off your debt, not
Work off my debt. Yeah.
not work.
Well, you
or
know what
die,
I mean.
Because I think
You're an indentured servant current.
Right.
yeah.
Oh
the
my
other
God. Now I'm
lords
making
and
myself a
stuff,
slave. Lord,
yeah.
forgive me.
Well, no, like
ancestors.
I just think the other
That's
lords.
essentially what I was saying. I was willing to pretend to be a slave too.
What I'm saying though is I don't think the other lords and stuff would believe like, oh, like you stole a piece of food, so work or like be my servant forever or die. It would be like you're gonna work
Yeah,
off
work
your
off
debts.
my debt. Well, yes. Okay. Got you. I never said I was smart.
So
Thank
No,
you.
You are smart.
I would, if you all are comfortable, I would like to kind of in parallel run the actual like job while we also have the ability to do flashbacks and talk about it and plan. So that it like
Sure.
creates opportunities for you all to have already creatively talked about what would we do in this situation.
Okay. Work.
Okay,
Works for me.
so
However, I will have to be right back though.
yeah, that's fine. Okay. Is there, I guess with all of this downtime that you all have in the time chamber, is there anything else anyone wants to work on besides like their training? I think Dave, you had like a tome you were trying to study, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're still fully unsure what this tome is.
Really?
Yeah, if so, I don't remember what you said it was.
It's
I thought you told
it's
me
enlarge reduce.
Enlarge reduce.
You are
Giggity.
a third of the way a third of the way through the
Sorry.
tome. So give me an Arcana
Also-
check.
Okay.
I'm looking for like a 15. And I'll let you do 2 of these, one for each week. Okay. Give me a second one. That's a 13.
What'd you say you're looking for?
A 15.
Oh shit.
That's a 20.
That's a 20.
Okay. So in addition, because your attention is divided among all these other like tasks, you aren't able to completely dedicate yourself to finishing the tome, but you make some good progress. I'm gonna mark that you are 2/3 of the way through the tome.
Also, do we have our items with us?
Yeah.
Like our personal items?
Yeah.
No magical items, though, right? You said we can't bring magical items in with us?
No.
Into the royal palace, no.
Okay.
Not
But into
really.
I
the
don't
training, we're fine.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You have all your stuff here.
Yeah, I just reach into I have a tinderbox.
Yeah.
I just reach into my tinderbox and I grab my flint and I put it in my pocket. No reason.
Oh, not fireball. I'm scared.
No. No, but
Miro.
just mark down, Apollo, mark down that my flint is out of my...
I don't care what mundane items you bring into the palace with you. The Chamberlain, who also has the role of royal interrogator, like you all brought a lot of stuff with you with the anticipation that you might be spending the night, possibly, or attending to duties for Lord Griswold. So like it's not awkward if you have like a suitcase full of stuff or other belongings on your person. And so in the present, or I guess at the royal palace, you have indeed been separated. Lord Griswold has been taken into one chamber, and there's about 15 minutes where you all are left alone in this antechamber to the left.
What should we do for 15 minutes, guys?
Wink.
Let's talk about Jeremiah.
Miro is always ready to enlarge reduce for Jeremiah.
Giggity.
Okay. And then eventually, Aldris Vorn comes into the antechamber with you all. He has a spectacle over his eye, and this is not something you necessarily expected him to be wearing. He was not described as being someone who wears a spectacle, but it's within expected parameters. Lord Griswold explained that Vorn might have a magic item that he uses to inspect you all with, and he begins kind of like studying each of you. And then he starts asking you like questions about your employment with Lord Griswold. Can I have everyone make me either performance check or a deception check if you feel like your character needs to lie to sell that they are like
Both
how they
ones.
came to be under employ with Griswold.
Oh no.
And can I get one from Cleo, please?
Oh, I did one. It just didn't pop up. I got an 18.
An 18. Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't pop up in. I have to try to connect it again or something. I don't know what's happening.
It's okay. I don't mind if you self-report. So
Okay.
Vorn is like asking questions of each of you. Maz, he like gives you a quick once over, and asks you about your employment. You share that you are in a pact with Griswold, or anything else you want to share. And he moves on very quickly. He moves on to Miro. Miro, why do you think you have a 12 here? Like, what's the?
Oh.
You know, it's not bad, but it's not like great. What do you think it looks like here?
So Miro knows that Miro's mouth gets Miro's friends in trouble. So I think Miro
He's learning.
is very like timid in this situation, just trying to stay as quiet as possible.
Is he learning?
And seeming like kind of like the soft spoken, like doing the opposite of Miro. Very soft spoken. And that reads a little shifty, but it's not that Miro's nervous that they're gonna get in trouble. It's just Miro's afraid Miro's gonna talk too much.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm hoping my friends see that Miro is and read into Miro's trying to be quiet and speaks for Miro, saying Miro's soft spoken.
Yeah, he is going to linger on you, Miro, and he's going to kind of drill down into more specifics and questions of your story. He's going to start asking about like your duties with Lord Griswold, and like where are you from, and how long have you lived there? And I'm going to need another check from you. And
what am I rolling?
You are going to roll a deception check if you are lying, or if you're like trying to embellish truths and kind of use the truth the most you can and sell it. Persuasion.
I think I'm gonna roll persuasion because Miro's not lying. They're technically without family, and technically they've never had like a home.
Do you understand what a lie is, though? Like, a lie by omission is still a lie, right? You know that?
Right, but I also I'm trying to seem as like natural as possible.
I know, but if they can read through that, then like
omission is actually key, says Simulacrum Griswold in the past. If he has a magic item to detect lies, omission, like it cannot read omission. It can only like examine what has been presented.
Let me mind my business, son.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, girly pop.
Vorn begins to look Like his brow begins to furrow Miro, Cleo, and Maz. Miro is in trouble. He is floundering over his words, and he's beginning to like just ramble, which is not looking good.
Miro takes the blue pill.
Is anyone going to help him out, and how?
Shut your mouth. You talk too much.
Miro's not even talking. That's the problem.
Can I? Let me see. I think I try to intervene and step in.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know. Is intimidation a bad option here? I don't know. I'm worried.
You tell me.
Isn't my yelling helpful?
I have persuasion. I have a +7 in persuasion, and so I feel like trying to utilize that to Miro's advantage and trying to convince him that we have the best of intentions and that we are simply here to work.
Okay. So Vorn.
I rolled a 24.
Oh my god. So Vorn is going to respond to you first, Maz, since you came up first. And he like points a finger at you kind of threateningly, and he says, "Step back. I want to hear the answers."
I step back.
And Cleo, you step in and you are trying to explain what exactly?
That we're here simply to work. That our friend is just a little bit of a bumbling person, but like he means well and he is telling the truth.
I say under my breath, friend.
And Vorn points a finger at you, Cleo, and then locks eyes with you, and you feel a strange sensation. Do you happen to have your collar on you? With the bell, you feel that bell vibrating, and suddenly Vorn like looks shocked and confused, and says, "Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I let myself get carried away. Yes, I'm sure he's just nervous. Your first time at the Royal Palace, sir? Was it?"
Yes. Yes. I'm just working. I work. I work.
Forgive me. I'm sure all is well here. I think we need not carry this investigation any further. You all are welcome to the palace. Please, I will take you to Lord Griswold. Something about their demeanor changing so rapidly strikes you all as very odd. Like, Griswold said that this person was going to drill down on y'all if they saw any sign of anything off. But Vorn leads you all to the other antechamber. You meet up with Lord Griswold, and Vorn leaves without saying a word. Well,
Okay.
how did it go?
Yay. Fun. I'm scared.
Miro looks down and realizes he peed his pants.
That bad, huh? And he like snaps his
Miro
finger,
will
and
have to act normal.
your robes dry up. Your butler suit dries up.
I didn't say a word, and I still got in trouble. How? I say too much, I get in trouble. I say too less, I get in trouble. Like I don't know.
Well,
You just have one of those faces. It's fine. You can't help it.
Don't say a face a mother could love, because I don't have one.
look.
I don't know that I would insult the institution of motherhood.
Look, we need to make sure we keep our chatting to a minimum, as there might be scrying. They might be watching or listening to anything we say or do, as we've previously talked about. just if you notice that the Chamberlain is paying special attention to you, alert me, and we may have to expedite matters.
The mission.
Got you.
So, you all proceed into the Grand Hall, which is just it's almost like ballroom size. It's just a huge wide open hall. There's stairwells on either side that lead up to the second floor. The second floor is warded. It is all of the private residences of the royal family and the staff. It is blood-locked, meaning a blood sigil is placed on every staff member and royal family member, and only they may pass through the wards. It's very powerful magic. Do not go upstairs, is what you would have been told. However, after we have been welcomed and inspected, we will head to the throne room, where we will mix and mingle with the lords, where I will mix and mingle with the lords and ladies. Their retinues will be here as well, but they are expected to stand in silence unless called upon. So if we head over to the left side of this map, you will see that I have a layout here. You all will be directed to go stand off to the side and shut up. But you're able to watch the lords and ladies. Griswold arrives and starts greeting other lords and ladies. Cleo, you are probably the first to clock this. Renton Shellback is here.
Fuck.
And he is talking
I whisper
to...
it under my voice, though.
Uh-huh. He is speaking with a lady. You would have been informed that this woman's name is Lady Petrance of the Petrance family, and all of these are high lords and ladies. He has in tow no retinue. He has no one here alongside him. And can I get a perception check from everybody?
Okay. Good lord.
Well, he doesn't have anyone with him because he's an asshole and nobody likes him.
I have a 17.
A 17, a 21 from Miro. Very nice. And a 9 from Maz. Let's go ahead and change our music to Royal Court music. So, fortunately, there's lots of other, like, butlers here for many of the other lords and ladies. But you all are kind of, it was explained to you, you're all relegated to basically the border and not past the halfway point of the room. So you're able to move around a little bit, and you are able to very quietly mix and mingle with other butlers. But Renton Shellback is here, and he is speaking with the Lady Petrance. The other lords and ladies are kind of like grouped together in clusters. And as you move through, you can kind of hear them talking. But you all know that Renton Shellback is a threat. He knows you all and can make you, and he was not something that Lord Griswold was expecting.
How well does he know my face?
Oh, you, Maz, are fine. I don't think he knows you at all. So I'm talking to Miro and Cleo.
I was just making sure.
What's that, Maz?
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I made sure to stand in front of them, so I'm kind of blocking their profile once I realize what's going on.
Yeah. And Miro, Cleo, I think it would be fair to say that you, like, if you look alarmed, you could quickly tell Maz, like, we know that guy. But otherwise, I need to know how the two of you are going to avoid, like, Renton paying attention or, like, noticing you, as you are kind of obligated to be here, sort of. Like, what's your plan?
There are other wait staff other than us, right?
Yes, there are other butlers.
Okay, so my goal is to keep my ass in this right corner, and like because we're gonna work our way up towards the top of the room. Is that where we would be going through? Oh, this is the royal throne room. So the area I'm in looks to be the area closest to the doorway where they go down to the vaults. So I think I'm going to linger with my service within this bottom right-hand corner, amongst these Lutz soldiers, with Lord Hawkmore. I think I'm going to head over to Lord Hawkmore and that group of friends over here and ask them if they would like anything, with my back completely to Renton.
Okay.
I think I gotta find where I'm at. I think I don't know. I think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna stay behind Mascara.
Okay. Can I get stealth checks from both of you? You each have advantage. Because Renton has no reason to be paying attention to butlers.
Did that pop up for you at all?
No.
It says virtual tabletop not found.
Oh, it might be the
Open a virtual tabletop window.
Do you have Roll20 open in the same browser?
I do.
Do you have the Beyond 20 extension?
Yeah, it updated,
weird.
so I don't know.
Weird.
I literally just went in and turned it on and turned it back off.
Just keep self-reporting your roll. I do not care.
Okay, I didn't even remember what my roll was. I have to look. Hold on.
Okay. A 20 from Miro is great.
Is it, what are we running? A stealth check?
Stealth with advantage, yeah.
So I have, oh my God, I just had the list here and now it's gone. How do I see it again? It was a 20, but it wasn't a nat 20.
Okay.
That was
great.
the higher of the two, because I think the one I got before that was an 18.
20 is phenomenal.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah,
I had an 18 and then I had, wait. Oh, I have to scroll down. I had a 22 and then I had a 20.
Perfect.
So either way.
So, the lords are all schmoozing, including Renton, although, Renton will, you'll notice him, like, approaching a group, after, like, chatting with Lady Petrance. Griswold will greet him, and the, Lady Jakarn and Lalon will not, like, address him at all. And in fact, Lady Jakarn leaves and's like, "Oh, Lady Petrance," and just kind of like excuses herself without excusing herself.
Ignore that dweeb.
Cleo, over here with your perception check, you hear Woodledge, Blackpool, and Hawkmore. They notice like Shellback is trying to ingratiate himself with the other lords and ladies. And they think that it is distasteful that Prince Lutz would allow a Shellback to return to Lutz, even if he is the son of the traitors of his family. He is still of the same ilk, and nothing, including him, in their circles is disgraceful. They all look down on Shellback.
As they should, honestly.
Shellback,
we love to hear it.
Miro, as you're watching Shellback, he looks kind of pitiful as a lowly lord. He is doing his best, but he is not fitting in well.
As he should be.
The Vorn is just standing here at the base of the steps. There are soldiers all around. And the prince, who has not been here, will just appear in a poof of smoke, like black smoke, at the top of the stairs. Poof. And everyone's murmuring will come to a very quick end. And I'm hearing my oven going off upstairs. So I will say we will be right back with the Prince Lutz's words. Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
No.
Okay, no.
I would like to reiterate my fuck J.K. Rowling. Thank you, and
Yes,
thank you for coming to my TikTok.
we can all hate J.K. Rowling and still appreciate Harry Potter Puppet Pals because it's incredible.
It was a creative piece of work.
Okay, we are back. Oh no, I want this. I want us to see the layout here. So the Prince of Lutz appears, and you all can see him in view. This is the man who has recently turned himself into a lich and is ordering his soldiers, the soldiers all around you, who have the like necromantic sigiled armor. He's here. For those, have you all seen the Witcher show on Netflix?
No.
No. Anna,
Yeah,
have you? Okay,
I stopped
all right.
watching it though.
That's fair. So, unlike I think how liches are frequently depicted, where they're just completely skeletal and completely like devoid of any flesh, but maybe have some skin, he is still like a person. And in fact, he looks a lot like the people who have succumbed to the second breath, how they will become kind of pale now that their body is not operating as normal. He is a little bit gaunt and tight of the skin, a little dried out, but he has these black eyes, and there's kind of like Icarus, like lines, like of his veins, like near his eyes. So he kind of looks like a witcher who has taken their black pill, or black potion, or whatever it is that helps them focus. He's a bit pale, and you can see kind of black Icarus veins of his hands, which are mostly the only other skin of his you can see. Everyone goes silent. The murmuring stops, and he just calmly and regally welcomes everyone. Friends from across the land, welcome to my home. We are all here to unify our voices, unify our strength, unify our families together in common purpose against the foe that borders our lands to the south. The Fey folk are a great challenge indeed, but one that I think will bring us to a better place. We are being tested by their strength, and we will match it with ours. I thank you all for coming all this way to come and renew your oaths to myself and to my beautiful bride. And with that, he like gestures his hand to his side, and you see like this puff of smoke behind him. And another tabaxi woman steps out from behind him. This is the princess.
Okay, kitty kit.
Princess Patra. Cleo, how well do you remember your mother?
Not very well. I was quite young when
she left?
She just kind of split, and I had to make my own way. Found a couple of different people along the way that were willing to take me in, give me somewhat a bit of stability in the
Yeah.
process of being a rough and tumble kid on the streets,
Like
stealing for
Scotland.
things. Scotland was like
Yeah.
the only like father figure I've ever really had. If you could call him that, he's still a piece of shit at the end of the day. But
I
he
love
was
that
my
guy.
piece of
He's
shit.
great.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do not remember her well at all. But
give me a Constitution saving throw as your
What?
ears begin ringing and your collar begins vibrating very intensely.
I got a 19.
Yeah, you are finding yourself like struck with just an overwhelming psychic sensation. And you do not
Like a
know
Raven
why.
Simone, like
Yeah, but not in a good way.
not in a great way.
Like,
It's fine. It's tingling.
What's that, Anna?
With being a smartass, I just said that is so Raven.
That is so Raven.
Yes.
You
like spine chilling.
Yeah, this is I wouldn't call it spine chilling. I would call it overwhelming. In the sense that like you suddenly lose your sense of stability, and balance in your body, and can like your ability to like feel connected and present is just completely shaken. And you feel like you might fall over, but you manage to keep yourself collected enough. Maybe like you like back up and use the wall a bit, but you manage to maintain your composure here. And this feeling quickly passes. And as the prince continues in his speech, like about loyalty and honor and strength, and like their plans to push back and attack the south at Arenell, where the Fey folk have gathered. Like the rest of everyone in the room is hearing the speech go on. You are not hearing anything because of the ringing and collecting yourself. But as soon as you pull yourself together, you see that Patra is looking right at you. And
oh man. You literally just described every anxiety attack I've ever had in my life.
Yep, that's what you're having.
Anything to notice how Cleo is acting all of a sudden from us?
Yeah, can I roll an insight?
Yes, can I get insight from the other two of you, please? Maz and Miro.
Even with my +3, that's horrible.
A 12, that's fine.
It's crazy because I can see your rolls on my screen, but you can't see mine.
Yeah, that's very odd. Well, we can try and figure that out later. So I think Maz, you're the one to kind of clock this. You see a look in Patra's eye when she appears, and you see like a look of shock, like very brief shock and concern. And you kind of like look over and you see that Cleo is struggling, and you're making a connection here. Miro, I think with your insight check, things are looking fine. I think you're more focused on like the general read of the room, and most of the lords and ladies seem to be agreeable in the presence of the prince. You notice that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna like nudge Miro with my toe and point to Cleo with my chin, because they know each other more than I do. So
I'm currently like mildly hyperventilating in the corner, trying to not vomit.
Yeah. So okay. So you are getting a general read of the room, Miro, but then you're directed to Cleo, who is having a moment.
I think Miro tells Masquerade, look, I will hide behind this slut soldier right here. I need you to, because I can't be seen, I need you to go get Cleo and bring Cleo over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over, put my arm around her, and kind of scoot her away from any kind of um, area where people might notice her, and just whisper.
Now you have to
And
remember they're in front. Cleo's in front of ladies and lords, so you got to come out like just tell them low blood sugar.
yeah,
I,
whatever.
I don't know if we actually heard what you whispered. Maybe Discord cut it off.
Oh,
I,
are you okay? What's wrong?
It
You
picks up.
seem freaked.
Sorry, I'm just doing random things trying to get my rolls to show up again. That one didn't though. The one I roll it through D&D Beyond.
okay, so the lord.
Sorry.
My question is, the lords and stuff right by Cleo can hear everything Mascara is saying to her, right?
No, the lords and ladies at this point will probably have like moved up.
Okay.
And all of
What are the last things they care about?
yeah. You're definitely noticed by the soldiers that are like nearby. You're definitely noticed by the other butlers. And you're definitely noticed by Patra.
We found
Uh,
Cleo's mom. We found Cleo's mom.
what?
Um,
Are you laughing at my
hashtag
choice
not
to name your
emotionally
mother Patra?
prepared. No, it's not at all. I just was not emotionally prepared.
That's fine.
I am almost at a loss for words. I don't know how to even process this, especially in the midst of all of the job of it all, because now this has something to do with someone that I know. I'm assuming this is my mother, but who's to say? It could be another family member or a sibling. Like, how old is this woman? You know what I mean? Like,
Right, that was just me saying that out of character to be
yeah.
funny. But yeah,
No, I know. But like, I can sense that I know this person somehow, that I feel a familiarity, but I don't know how, and I'm afraid. And then I'm also like paranoid that I am looking like I'm freaking out in a room full of lords and ladies who are probably going to have me killed in the next 3 minutes because I'm having a panic attacks.
again, you're the health. They don't care.
Oh, valid, you know? I don't know what to do. Oh,
Just
Well-
breathe. What's wrong? What's wrong?
I think I know her. I don't know how, but I know her. She won't stop looking at me, and I'm gonna vomit.
Okay, let's get you outside for some fresh air, maybe.
We can't leave. We need to be here to switch out.
That doesn't happen just yet.
Nero?
Just so you're aware, there will be a feast and then the oath ceremony. So the oath stuff isn't happening right now.
I need some air then. Yeah, I'm definitely going to step out if possible for a moment. I know we can't be far. We're supposed to be working. So it will be a short rest. But I think stepping away from the gaze of Patra will be kind of helpful currently. And then to like just emotionally process what is even happening or who it is that we've seen, because it's very hard for me to know.
Lord Griswold's words ring in your ears from your time in the time chamber. Under no circumstances, when the prince is speaking, are you to leave.
Shit.
Oh, we'll wait until he's done. We'll wait till he shuts up then.
Okay.
Does Miro like have any inclination what's going on? Besides, don't mind that roll. I was trying to move my thing.
Oh, you're good. I think he can tell that something's going on with Cleo. I don't know. with the insight check you
Miro,
rolled if he has any more info.
Miro, I was reading message when I was doing that. Miro points at Cleo and uses message. That way we can talk. Miro goes,
I thought we couldn't use magic here.
Can we not?
If you use magic, it will be noticed, says Griswold in the past.
Don't fucking do it, Miro. Just because you want to be nosy about my panic attack in the corner, you can just do your job.
Okay.
Trying to get us all killed.
Now
No, I'm not
you
trying
can
to.
you can try and stealth cast. I will let you roll stealth to try and do this without being noticed, but I will tell you the
But
DC.
if I roll stealth and fail, I still have to go through with it.
Yes, correct.
Oh. No.
And let me tell you whose gaze is generally in your direction. The Lich Prince Lutz.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna attempt it. Oh, what do I do? I feel like I need to do something and I don't know what.
Hey, Maz, as you are comforting and supporting Cleo, I think you did a really great job role-playing supporting. Can I get a medicine check with advantage?
Oh.
As that's going on, is there anything around me that's like small, important, pricey something?
I mean, nothing that isn't like on someone's person. Like there's all the stuff the soldiers are wearing and carrying. There's all the nobles.
Oh, what about these lovely candlesticks all over the walls?
There's candlesticks and ornamentation on the wall, like decor on the walls.
Is there anything that I would notice that is of value that one would, I don't know, get in trouble taking?
Taking literally anything is probably gonna be bad here.
I mean, you'd get in trouble taking anything off of any person here. But I don't think there's anything. Let me think about decor.
Like, say one guest of the prince was found with an item off the wall of the prince's castle. If that were to occur,
okay, hang on. Is this a plan to steal something that you would have concocted during your 2 weeks of prep?
No.
Okay, this is an on-the-fly plan.
No. I'm just asking a hypothetical.
We're not stealing it.
I'm not stealing shit currently. I'm trying to not pass out. So
okay,
that's all you, Miriam.
I'm struggling to think of anything that would be like readily available for you to steal that isn't on a person. Like if you want to during the schmoozing period, if we want to have a quick flashback and have an opportunity for one of you to like lift something off of someone, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's dangerous.
What is on the back? The lead soldier that's in front of me.
Yeah.
What items are on the back of his? Wait, no, can't be him. Everyone's facing forward towards the prince, right?
Yes. For the yes, except yes, everyone is either facing directly towards the prince. Yeah, except a couple soldiers up here. They're like facing just out in general, but they are looking towards the prince as he's speaking.
Okay. On the back of Lady calm.
Jakarn.
Does she? Whatever her name is. Does she have anything valuable on her?
She is probably wearing a really ornamental robe. She probably has a lot of bling on. I don't know if there would be anything on her waist. There might be like a family heirloom dagger that's more like an ornamental piece than anything.
Need something to poach.
If you have an idea of like a specific item, tell me and I'll tell you where you might have found that.
I maybe like an embezzled piece of jewelry that's easy to pick.
Yeah.
I assume this is part of the for Shelton plan.
Did you get that, Apollo?
A
I
message?
just sent a random check. Did you get it?
No, we didn't get it.
I don't know what's happening. No, I sent it to DM.
Most of the jewelry is going to be like your classic, like rings and necklaces and earrings, brooches. There might be like clasps on people's arms.
I think I think I got it.
Yeah.
Just gotta think how I want to do this.
Let me think of what might be like on someone's belt.
Is there maybe like a wallet-ish or like a coin purse or something that somebody has?
I think the one thing I could think of, because a lot of them are wearing like mage-esque robes where they're going to have like pockets on the inside, like near the front, that are easily accessible to them. But there might be like Lord Lalon, who is probably the oldest of them. He might be old school and have like a wand or like a small little spell book on the side of his belt, like at his waist.
Okay. I look at the Lut soldier that's right in front of me and I whisper, I'm like, I know this is a bad time, but do you think we can go check on my coworker? She's looking a little not she's looking like she's not feeling well. Can we do this discreetly? Doesn't have to be a big deal, but can we just make sure that she's okay?
Point your coworker out to me.
And I point over to the side where the other Lut soldier and stuff is. I'm like, we don't have to like it's probably nothing, but like I just want to make sure everything goes good for the Prince Lutz. That's all. So like
he is like eyeing Cleo, and he casts a message spell at the soldier right next to Maz. You see him like make a gesture with his hands, and that Lut soldier immediately like looks back towards you and this soldier, and then he looks over at Cleo, and then he begins assisting them. Cleo and Maz, the soldier has turned to face you and has asked, "Is anything the matter? Do you need to leave?"
I'm okay. I just got a little bit lightheaded.
Yeah, I see.
I will be fine.
Sorry for any inconvenience, sir.
We can get back to work shortly. I apologize.
Very well. Let us keep silent for the prince, who is still prattling on at this point. And then this soldier will like look back towards you, Miro, and your soldier, and he'll like nod and like basically do the like It's all well.
Miro just looks at the Lut soldier and does this like nod where they know it's like a thank you. And then the Lut soldier turns around and Miro rolls his eyes.
Excellent. The Lutz Prince is wrapping up his speech. He's talking about how the oath ceremony tonight will be important for the unity of the realm, and that once this foe has been dealt with, they can continue their work of unifying the realm under the imperial banner of Lutz. And that their strength and loyalty, above all, will make the world a better place. And there's lots of like clapping and like here's, and the prince like gestures to everyone to head out into the grand hall for dinner. And it's at this point that you all are expected to let all of the lords go first. So you all like are supposed to just stay and let everybody pass.
Yeah, I wait to do anything until we're told. So
Fair enough.
Am
my
I
people know how
able
to be.
to? Oh, sorry, Anna. Go ahead.
No, I was being like, yeah, my people know how to be subjugated. It's fine.
Am I able to snoop and see if we can scope out what that area by the hallway is looking like, or is this a very bad time to do that? They're all eating for a while, right? So we have a quick moment.
So all the lords and ladies will file out, and you all are expected to just kind of like, what would you all be expected to do at this point in time?
Wait, I guess.
Probably. Yeah, go ahead.
Are they walking past us?
Yes,
like where I'm
all
standing, we would be standing, right? And they would file through.
Yeah.
Down?
So the prince and Patra go first, and they start to walk past everyone. They head out.
Now might be a time to sleight of hand someone as they're walking.
And all the lords and ladies start like filing behind them. Lalon makes a point to like push past Shellback and go first since he's the eldest, and then Griswold will just go, yeah. And Renton is awkwardly like hanging back for all the other lords and ladies to file out first.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a meek child on the playground.
So he's a little bitch.
I need a moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they all file out. They head into the other room. And then you all know that you're supposed to follow and take a place along like the exterior wall. There will be a lot of eyes and a lot of ears around, but especially as everyone's moving, this might be a good chance to try and poke your head into that hallway.
Well, as they're filing through, it might be good time for you to sleight of hand pick something, because if Shellback is walking last, you might be able to take something and hurry up and slip it into his pocket.
I don't think that starting a big scene right now when we're trying to lay low and be able to sneak around is the best thing to do. We should let them go to the dinner. Shellback's not doing a great job of making himself look good to these people as it is. And I think that as long as we can kind of lay our heads low as he goes past us, we should be okay to just linger and look around. I just don't know what we gain from creating a scene right now.
Back in like 2 minutes. I'm sorry, guys.
All good.
It's okay.
Is there a desire to poke your head into the hallway?
Yes. Do I need a stealth check for that?
Yeah, if you want to make sure that you are very careful to do it at a moment where you're not being noticed or watched, go for it.
Okay.
Give me that stealth check.
I have a 21.
That is pretty good.
This plus 10 is crazy, honestly.
Yeah. So you are careful, like, to use the moment. Like, you think that this is really your only chance because there's so much like moving around. There is a lot of. So you come back into the grand hall. The tables have all been set. Everything is extremely beautiful and regal. There are servers everywhere, like the wait staff here in the palace that are like moving back and forth between the dining room, and the kitchens and the grand hall. They're bringing drink and appetizers and food and helping. And there's a lot of hustle and bustle, and you think that this is the perfect chance to just kind of like sneak your way into that hallway. You do not notice many other people going that way, but there is one servant that you see as you're heading out of the throne room. They like are locked in and heading in that direction, and you just basically tail behind them without them noticing. With your 21, you manage to make your way into the hallway, and you are able to confirm that there are two doors here. There is a stairwell down, and this servant heads down the stairs.
Okay. So that leads me to think it's not the vault if the servants are allowed to be heading down that way. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or that person isn't an actual servant. Or somebody else is going to steal it before we can.
This person is wearing like so all of the servants have like a certain like style of robe. It's probably like a dark purple or maybe like a red. I actually don't know if I've decided on any colors for any of like.
Probably not a dark purple. That's a royal color.
That's fair. They probably have like but they have butler like a butler suit on, but there's probably like a trim that is the same color as like the Lutz family colors. I want to dissuade you of any notion that is someone who is sneaking around doing their own thing. That they are a butler. Yeah.
This is definitely information that I know that they're heading downstairs. It leads me to believe there's probably some sort of servants' quarters down there or something less helpful than the vault there. And so one of these other two rooms that are on this side are probably the vault.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I stick around further. I don't want to risk getting caught. I think I'm going to try to slink myself back out of this hallway before anybody has the opportunity to catch me there and make my way back to the grand hall and meet up with everyone else and let them know what I've learned.
Excellent. You head back out, and like a minute or two later, that same butler you followed comes back out with like a small cask of wine.
Oh yeah, I clocked his tea. Yeah, okay.
Okay. There is a grand dinner. It's largely uneventful. There is lots of schmoozing. And you are kind of called upon by Griswold throughout the meal to come over and like assist him with various very mundane tasks, like pouring his wine for him and taking his plate and giving it to one of the
that's all UMass
local servers. And
so our guy we are able to interact with him at some point.
Yes. And in fact, he'll take turns calling each of you over to help him with something. And he will kind of like whisper into your ear, checking in. So, for example, at first, like he calls over Cleo and gestures to like pour his wine. And he asks, "Is anything the matter? That was quite the disruption during the prince's speech."
Everything's fine. We figured out some information about where the vault may actually be.
Very good.
We'll figure out how to talk.
And then later, when he's like finished his meal, he'll call Maz over to take his plate. And he'll like quickly whisper into your ear, anything else?
That shellback guy is apparently someone who can recognize the others.
I see. Someone from their past?
Yes, and
Wicked.
apparently Cleo thinks she knows the princess.
We giving away all my tea to this man. I didn't want him to know all that.
I see.
I
The
in my
tabaxi.
I mean, you
defense,
want him to know.
Maz wants to make sure the job goes. She doesn't care
That's
about
period. No, that makes sense.
feelings.
And he'll send you away, and he like seems to be taking in that bit of information. Cleo, you clock that Princess Patra, is watching you every now and then. And Miro, you will get waved over at one point, and asked to escort Lord Griswold to the morning room. Basically, he's like, escort me to the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
And so he'll take you, and basically he'll head to the privy, and along the way in the halls, he's like gonna check in with you and be like, you know Shellback.
Unfortunately, we do.
Is
He's
he?
been a thorn in our side.
And if he makes any of you, it will be a risk to our operation.
Absolutely. But as far as I'm aware, he's not liked around here. So
Yes.
as long as we have the ability to, we can make his life even worse.
I see. And you, how are you doing with all of this? And with the prince?
You asked me to meet you halfway. I will not make a scene, and I have faith that you will help me clear my loved one's name.
Yes. I will be asking the prince for an audience. Is this something that you would like? I can ask him for his time to hear you out. I know that the prince will listen if you wish to bring up your matter of grievance. And I know that he will respect if you take this matter as a private matter, and certainly respect not causing a scene in front of the others. That would certainly not go well. If you wish, I can ask him to hear you, but I will do no favors beyond this. You are Yuri's kin, and it is you who must speak up for him.
Miro nods, takes a big breath, and goes, I still want to fuck with Rent and Shellback.
That would not be in the interest of both of our main objectives.
No, but call it a side pot. Find it in your heart to at least let us have a little bit of something non-emotional, something just to. And plus, he's a thorn in your guys' side.
The prince wants all of us here to swear that we will help him fight against the fair folk to the south who are terrorizing this country
What
and
if I
who may be responsible for the second breath. Dealing with
what if
them is in all of our best interest, even if you disagree with the prince. And the prince has enlisted Shellback to help him do that. Shellback may die serving that cause.
what if I tell you a little secret about Rhett and Shellback?
Do tell.
What if I was to tell you that Rhett and Shellback only ran to the prince because he applied to work for the academy but got turned down?
Shellback wanted your job.
He was there when we applied and he got turned down. And that's what started his whole feud with us.
Griswold begins like stroking his beard the way he has been as he's been like thinking thoughtfully about things. He goes, that is interesting. That gives us leverage.
He does not have the prince's best interest in mind. He's only kissing ass because he doesn't want to be caught.
You think he's working for the academy as a spy? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think he's playing both sides of the field.
Hmm.
Who would you rather trust? Someone where you know their allegiance of lies, or someone who works for both sides?
I personally would rather disengage from Shellback as he is of no consequence. Your personal feud is nothing to do with me.
However, how do you know that he will not ruin things for, say, I don't know, your family? How do you know he might not be that close and slip up? How do you know he might not cause any issues? Wouldn't it just be better to, I don't know, get rid of him?
I think that he is doing a good enough job of hanging himself with whatever slack.
Listen. I'm not saying do anything
Not
drastic.
the listen, Linda, listen. Oh my God.
I'm not saying doing anything drastic. I'm saying let's show the prince his loyalties don't lie for him. You know, no harm, no foul. We know this as true.
Look, your distaste for Shellback is something I can respect, but at the level I am operating at, Shellback is a pawn that I am still figuring out a use for, but I most certainly intend to find a use for.
Right.
No,
Currently a non-factor.
he is a non-factor to me.
How
know that I am happy to use and abuse him when
Same.
he can be of use to me. He's just not at my level yet, I suppose, is how the youth of your circles might say.
No, you ate that. Yeah, you ate that.
How about this? We're only temporary for you, correct?
Well, just let it go, Dave.
We're only temporary. You have the info to use against Shellback. You could own Shellback. He gets out of our hair. You make sure that he leaves us alone. We don't go against you. You know you always have allies in us at the very end, even after this is done.
It is true. If he was to make you, our lives would all be forfeit. Maybe I should threaten him. Very well. And then he proceeds to No. I'm gonna give this man dignity. Have you all heard about the argument that like why don't wizards just like pee and poop anywhere they want because they can just magic the waste away?
Ah.
I was entertaining that thought. Anyway, he goes to the bathroom like a civilized person. And then you escort him back to the hall. He makes his way over. He goes and like stands off to the side. He calls over you, Maz. No. Miro. He instructs you, Miro, go informed Lord Shellback that I summon him.
Miro graciously walks to the other side of the table.
Uh-huh.
To where he looks dead straight at Rent and Shellback.
Uh-huh.
Just
remember where you are, please.
I am.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure you remember.
There's like chatting happening like across the table among the lords. Most of them are not engaging with Shellback at all.
Yeah. Miro's gonna do it in the way of like, you know, when the principal calls a student over the loudspeaker and everyone in the class goes, ooh. Miro goes, Mr. Shellback, at this time, Lord Griswold requests your company.
And Shellback,
you're not screaming this, right?
Shellback is like intently listening, and then like kind of like everybody hears this and like starts to pipe down for a quick sec while you chime in, and he like gets this excited look on his face, like, oh, someone's calling for me, and then he looks up and sees you, and then
Miro's
his excitement like goes away.
Great.
Now, Mr. Shellback, please follow me.
And he like looks over to the side and sees Griswold waiting for him. And Griswold is giving him a very strong look of like, obey. And he looks back at you and he like furrows his brow a little bit.
Miro does this smug smile, like
he silently like rises, excuses himself, pushes his he has a butler, not one of his own, unlike everyone else, push his chair in, and he kind of like gives you like a
at this time Miro comes around the table to the back of Rent and Shellback, and Miro whispers as softly but as loud enough that he could hear it, and goes, checkmate.
Are you the one that pushes his chair in for him?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah. And he walks over and he has a quick word with Griswold, and it's a quick word in that Griswold is the only one speaking, and Shellback, you can see his posture become like
does he
reduced.
Like go into his shell a little bit, like his little neck? Just
he withdraws a little bit, like arms and neck a little bit, and he shrinks and shrivels. And he then returns to his seat, and you're there to pull his seat back for him and push it in as he sits. And then Griswold heads over to the prince at the head of one of the tables and has a quick word with him, and then thanks him and bows and goes over and sits at his seat. And Miro, he gives you a nod. And the evening meal concludes. Everyone like takes like a break, like a bio break essentially, and then they head back to the royal throne room for the oath ceremony. Maz, you Do I want to do this? Maz, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Absolutely.
I think it would be fair to say that you are like have become keenly aware of the fact that there are other tieflings in the service of some of these lords and ladies, which is very unusual for this entire continent. You have noticed in your time in Luthen, like the Luthen Principality, that there are very, very few tiefling in this world. There are many, many worlds out there, and some of them have a lot of tiefling, and some of them have basically none. This world has very few tiefling, but there are quite a few tiefling butlers here, and you've been watching many of them. There is one tiefling in particular that makes their way to, if we look at the map again, of like the grand, like the one I drew out, there is one heading to the northwest door, which no one else is entering.
Okay.
You clock that one that is serving one of the other lords and ladies, I don't think it actually matters, is heading that direction, and kind of like carefully and sneakily, when they think no one is watching, heads through that door.
Oh, through this door into the hallway?
Yes, they disappear into the hallway.
Okay, I mean, I don't know how much loyalty to any of her species she has, so I don't know 100%. I don't think she'd go out of her way, especially to jeopardize the mission at this point, to
Yeah, let's
interact with them.
let's say this is one of like Lady Jakarn's butlers. And that particular butler does not come back. From your planning and like what the expectation is, this is quite unusual. That is not an area that a butler should be going into.
Okay, if I can say something to our guy, I'll let him know that there's something strange with that butler.
He will tell you to go investigate, see where she is. And then he will, as a distraction, give a toast. It is during this toast, as you are sneaking into the hallway with the provided distraction, that Patra grabs you, Cleo. Patra approaches you at the around the perimeter of the room and says, "May I have a quick word with you, please?"
Okay.
And she will ask you to escort her to the restroom as well, essentially. And she will.
Hey, it's a good place to have private conversations.
It sure is, isn't it? And she will basically corner you, not corner you, but like pull you out of the grand hall and say, "Cleo is. Are you Cleo?"
Who are you, and how do you know me?
I I knew you when you were a child. My gods, I was not expecting you ever to come back into my life. I am your mother. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Where did you go?
Oh dear, Are you working for Griswold?
Yes.
You are working for Griswold.
You're not answering my question. I think I deserve answers. You're asking me a lot of questions and not answering mine. I've been abandoned since I was young. Where have you been?
My dear, I don't know there's so much to say and talk about. And now is not the best time, but I want to make time. I promise you. But I must ask, are you working, or are you working the way that Scotland taught you?
No, I got caught working the way that Scotland taught me, and I'm paying off my debts. I am just working.
She pauses and takes a beat. She is clearly processing a lot. We will find more time. I promise you. And
Honestly, we'll see if I even want more time. Right now, I don't even know how to feel. You've left and given me no explanations, and now you suddenly want to demand all kinds of answers from me. I just want to do my job and go home. We can see what happens after that. And internally, I am panicking and freaking out and trying to remain silent about what we're really doing here, because I know it could really be the difference between us living and dying in this place. And I don't, as much as I'm fuming at this woman for just abandoning me, I also don't want to put her in danger as well by like having her have to make some kind of rash decision because of whatever I'm doing. And so lying seems to be the best way to go about things now in order to just keep us all safe and keep the plan and compartmentalize my own personal feelings about meeting my mother again, because I don't have the time to break down currently, and our lives are on the line if I lose it. So
and she is buying whatever you're selling in terms of your story. She, like, at the mention of like, I got caught and I'm paying off my debt, she just nods and she says, it is, I think, in both of our interest to uninhibit tonight's proceedings, but I think it would also be in our interest to catch up if that's what you want, she says as you are turning to leave.
Well, Cleo likes mustard.
As I walk in the other direction, I stop and over my shoulder just say, "We'll see what happens, Patra." And I keep walking.
Hey, if anything, you now have a mom who's a princess.
Oh, I get it. Cleopatra.
There we go, Dave.
You're such an
Yeah. There we go.
It
We
took
got
me a
there.
while.
I need you, Dave, to know that Amy never provided me with a name for her mother.
I sure did not.
I picked up that and I just went with it.
Like we couldn't tell.
And it literally
Something
didn't click
happened.
until just now.
Okay. Maz, you sneak away into the hallway. And you find yourself in this hallway that has doors to, are a gallery, a study, and then at the end of the hallway is a magically secure door to the patio. What do you do?
Is this other random tiefling visible currently?
No, they got quite the start on you that you have no idea where they went unless you have some sort of ability to like track using
No.
faint traces.
Do I know that this is a gallery and this is a study, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, Griswold's simulacrum would have informed you that of the layout of these rooms. He has been here before. These are spaces the prince has brought. That this prince and his father, the former prince, have brought Griswolds of past to these locations.
I will. Galleries are a lot of pictures. Studies have things worth lifting. So I will make my way into the study.
Okay. You head to the study, and it's basically an office. There's quite a few books, but also some tables and desks. You do not find the other tiefling here.
Uh,
There is certainly some interesting like artwork and other knickknacks. If you wanted to steal something of value, I'm sure I could come up with something.
just a perception to see if maybe there's a obvious hidden door.
Nothing appears disturbed here, especially with a perception of 5.
Yeah, okay, then I will
Careful for
backtrack
mimics.
and go
No,
look
that's
at the
mimic.
gallery.
Okay, let me roll my first die of the evening.
Oh no.
Okay, you head into the gallery, and in the back corner, you find that the tiefling butler is snooping around. They appear to be looking for something hidden. They're like pulling books, they're like feeling seams, they're looking behind picture frames. They appear to be looking for a hidden area, like a secret passage or something.
Right, and we don't, under any circumstances, have our weapons on us.
I mean, you could have mundane, like you might have, like if you hid like a shiv or a dagger, you might have been able to get away with that. But
okay, but not
you
my
do
guns,
not. No, you do not have your gun.
Well,
Griswold
but
would
they're
have.
so pretty and shining.
I know Griswold would have insisted that would have gotten you arrested.
Huh.
The tiefling is too busy to notice you.
I will go. I will come in, carefully shut the door, and if there's a lock, lock it.
Ooh, there sure is. I love it.
Huh? Then I will be like, "What are we looking for?"
Oh, who are? You're one of Griswold's butlers. What are you doing here? What do you want?
No, you first. I found you snooping. What are you doing here?
You're just gonna turn me in? Is that your plan? Gonna fuck over?
I mean, if it gets me out of this contract, you bet your fucking ass I will.
Oh, you're also bound, huh? Well,
Aren't most of us?
yeah, yes. But look, you would turn on one of your own to just
I
get out of your contract? You'd fuck me over? Get me killed?
I don't know you from my right big toe, so I don't know why I should care about you just because you have horns as well.
Us tieflings. What's wrong with us that we can't, help each other out? Why do we always got to be trying to screw each other over? You can tell that
Well,
she is like feeling around behind her trying to find some like an object that she can use as a weapon. She's trying to distract you.
don't. Whatever you're doing, stop. What are you looking for? If it's worth my while, I won't say anything, and we can both make out like bandits.
Give me a charisma check. You're trying to earn her trust. So you want in on
Unless
what
you
I'm...
might know to save.
No, I think it's... Wait, are you... No, you're not proficient. This is fine. Yeah, no, this is fine. A 16 is good. Okay, so you aren't trying to screw me over. I see. Well, so you want in on what I'm looking for?
Not to screw you over. Yeah, if it's more valuable for me not to screw you over.
Look, I'm trying to scout out where their vault is. There's all this like empty space on the sides of the throne room, like where the throne is sitting, and then immediately to the left and right of that in the back there's all that like it's like almost like a diamond shaped room. I thought there might be like a cubby back here that I could access, but doesn't look like there's anything here.
So just a run-of-the-mill thief? Or are you doing this for your master?
I'm doing this for Lady Jakarn. She's concerns and wants to know where the contracts will be held.
Interesting. You know what? I'm holding all the cards here. I'm gonna let you do the dirty work, and we'll talk later.
Well, if another butler could sneak away to find me, then guards certainly might. We should try and sneak our way back in together.
I think one at a time is best.
Very well. I won't
And
sell you out if you won't sell me out.
now I don't see a reason to sell you out, so yeah, you're fine.
She like reaches out for a fist bump, which is, we will say, a tiefling sign of respect in our universe.
I will. Sure, I will fist bump back.
And she will let you go first. It looks like she's done with her searching. She does not want to press her luck.
Right, I will try to get back first with enough time to tell our guy that he's not the only one who wants to find the contracts and null and void them.
He has by the time you get back, he has long since finished with his toast, and there are like other toasts that have been happening. And there's I think we get back and Shellback is trying to give a toast, and he's like thanking everyone for being welcoming and receiving him after his disloyal family and their treachery, and he's just kissing ass. And
Yeah.
to the rest of you, a lot of the
Does-
lords and ladies are not buying it.
Wait, is Miro's been listening to all the toasts while them two.
Yes.
I think as Shellback is saying that about doing all the kiss ass, Miro looks at Lord Griswold and would like to see what Lord Griswold does expression wise.
Griswold is just playing nice. He is like raising his glass at the appropriate time, but otherwise keeping like a stoic composure. He is
Yeah.
being respectful.
That makes
And-
sense. We're about to do some sneaky shit. You don't want to look
Yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Does
I
he
just
seem
wanted to know.
Does he seem to react at my information?
No, if you can.
From what you have seen of him, both his simulacrum and now him in all of the, Game of Thrones moments we've had, he is so good at keeping a straight face. You are not clocking any kind of reaction from him. And it
And I'll
concerns.
say Lady Jakara or whatever. I'll make sure he realizes who.
He just simply
trying to-
nods, like he affirms that he has heard the information, and he gives you nothing else.
That's perfectly fine.
Cleo, you arrive back amid the early toasts, and you have been clocked as coming back on your own by Royal Chamberlain Vorn, the really paranoid and concerned minister here. She walks up to you and she looks furious and like she's about to interrogate you again. And then once again, she like gets frazzled and you feel your bell ringing again. And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Princess, my forgiveness. I will, I don't know why I was, have a good evening." And she just
Cat got your
gestures,
tongue?
and she just gestures to like the tables, like, please, return to where.
I think Cleo's new theme song should be "You Can Ring My Bell."
Cleo, there is something going on here.
They called you princess.
She just called you princess.
Wait. Bitch, I'm royal?
I said that at least now you have a royal mom. You have a mom who's a princess. I said that more out of
Yeah, to be clear, your mother is the princess, not you. But she has just called you princess.
Oh.
Or he has called you princess.
So there's something going on with my bell that is placing some sort of a like, it seems like some sort of a spell over people that are like around me that may otherwise cause me harm.
Can I get a perception check from you?
Great. Okay. I wish.
Yeah.
You understand Apollo's trying to soon pit you against us.
Oh wow. I have a 26.
A 26?
What
was the natural number
I
of
have
that
a
die?
+7.
Oh, so a 19. That's pretty
So
good.
a 19, yeah.
Okay, you are weirded out by this interaction. You're not quite sure what to make of it. As you walk past Vorn, you see in the back of his neck, like maybe like right behind his ear, it is so small that you almost like you could tell how no one might notice this. But you have a keen eye for this, and you wonder if you might be the only other person that could see this. What color are your psychic daggers?
Red.
There is a tiny, tiny little red needle right behind Vorn's ear.
A needle is
A
wild.
needle. Deep. You can tell it's a long needle. It is right there. And your bell is ringing.
Did I do that? Steve Urkel style?
Do you remember doing that?
No, maybe it was Patra. I think it's
ring ring.
My head is just spinning.
Ring ring.
A ring a ding ding. Yeah, my bell.
Sound the bell.
The bell is doing it.
Ding ding ding.
A ring a ding ding. A ring a ding ding.
Yeah.
My head's just spinning at this point, and I'm trying to remain as calm as possible because there's still this job to do, and I am retaining all of this information for later on when I will eventually confront Patra. But for now,
yeah,
there's work to be done.
Okay. How are we doing on time? I'm wondering if we have time for one more scene or if we gotta go.
I have about another half hour.
I could do half hour. It's up to you,
Anna.
Fine.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I just rallied the energy. I was really feeling it like 10 minutes ago.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I desperately need to step away for a quick second. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves about what your plan is going forward if you like, or take a break. I'm not going to do a BRB though. Oh my God, valid! Holy shit! Valid opinion coming in with 5 tier 1 subs and then another 5. 10 sub gifts. Valid,
That's
you're
incredible.
Amazing. Oh, Valid. Valid. I don't know if you all watch the Read and React series or if you've seen past seasons of my show. Valid is Shannon's partner. Valid is amazing. I've known Valid since undergrad in college in like 2009, 2010. Oh, they've been a buddy for a long time.
What happens in the chat when I don't actually get into it for a change?
Oh, Valid, you're the best. Okay, you all chat amongst yourselves while I run away for a quick sec.
This has been such an interesting session. I feel like we've all gained lots of new developments.
I knew that. I was informed of that.
I'm gagged. I'm still a little gagged. I feel like Nick warned me of something, but it was weeks ago, and then I was just like, okay, cool, and then didn't think about it. And so when it came up, I was like,
Nick told me straight up, was like, I'm not.
I don't think he said much. Yeah, I'm a little gagged. That's incredible. This is such a wild night. Oh my God. And you know what's crazy? When I created Cleo, I really had no plans for where I wanted this story to go. But like as we go through it, it's like just really interesting to like see it expand in its own way.
Absolutely.
And like low key, I feel like it's helping me work through some mom trauma. It's wild. It's such a fun experience.
I can't wait for the mascara, their arc. Like, because you know it's coming.
Yeah,
but
I'm excited to see how it's going.
Has something planned? I have no clue. So.
Well, we need to talk about your backstory because, like, I don't feel like I have a lot to work with. I am obsessed with using character backstory to drive plot, or at the very least create complication. So I'm very interested to talk to you more, Anna, about it. And I do need to message you. Like, I haven't taken any initiative.
I don't have any. I just built the character and kind of go with it. Yeah. We can work on some kind of background for her.
Yeah.
Usually how I create characters is I play them and fill out the backstory as long as new stuff I add doesn't contradict the old stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And go ahead, Dave.
I feel like with how great Mascara is, I feel like it would be so beneficial and simple to where an arc can be created like at a pivotal point. That
I'm glad you like her, Dave, but I don't see what makes her great at this point. I'm still trying to figure her out. So
like one principle I've always worked with storytelling is it's draw maps, leave blank spaces. So like create something, but leave enough, like lots of room to expand and grow character, to grow the world. Like don't like prep in a way that fleshes everything out up front, because then you're writing yourself into a corner. So like my prep as I've become a better and better and better storyteller has been to do less and less and less and just get better at improvising or pivoting my story. For example, the entire Lutz arc, I had my first draft of the Lutz arc was there's a goblin invasion and they're having to deal, like when the party gets to Lutz home, the goblins are like attacking and the city is being like sacked, and then but so much has changed as a result of us figuring out what this story is that like I quickly and early abandoned that. And the whole idea of like I think refugees became really salient a couple months ago and years ago. And so that became something I wanted to pivot into instead. And like helping refugees was just like, it felt really good and strong and important. And now like the fact that the prince is like using all of the second breath to like empower himself, and the fact that he's dealing with the Fae too, I just have changed a lot in my envisioning of this story. Anyway.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, Maz is right now is an open book. So, I mean, we don't know where her guns came from. We don't know, other than she's a tiefling who used to be an entertainer in some kind of fashion. Playing the flutes.
Yeah.
All I was saying was the character idea is so great that there is a multitude of ideas that can pivot to like art.
I mean,
it's very.
I literally just told you I other than making the character as a gunslinger and having seen the picture of the tiefling with the guns doing the Laura Croft cosplay, that was as much backstory as went into it until I started playing her. So.
And that's fine. Like sometimes you need to play a character to figure out what they're about and just see like, okay, that like this is the tropey idea I have, and then put them in the moment and see what happens. And that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Do we have enough time here? Let me read over my notes really quickly.
Do you? Or unless you want to put a pin in it and do more next.
This might actually be a good place to stop, because the next thing is the oath ceremony, and that's like the really pivotal moment, and we should maybe all be fresh and like ready to spend time with that scene. And I know we're a little time constrained, so yeah, this has been really cool. I cannot even begin to tell you how little of this. So I have 3 sections in my notes. I have like, here's all of the characters, including the Prince, Patra, Shellback, Griswold, and Vorn. And then I wrote various noble families. Like those are my 6 characters, and I have like 3 bullets for each of them. And then I have just kind of like, what's the outline of the evening? We have our prep with the time chamber, and then arrival, ceremony with the speeches, oath ceremony, and then I have a couple notes on just like what's going on with the vault and stuff around the vault. The whole like, oh man, I didn't even conceive of like another tiefling getting out of their way to like go investigate, but it like quickly came to me as like, oh, there's a cool way I could show them something, like, oh, there's another noble that's trying to weasel their way out of this, and other
that's why I was like, do we want to steal all the contracts?
You can do that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just telling you what Griswold thinks you should do and what he's asking you to do because of what he is interested in. You do what you want. So yeah, anyway, I hope you found that edition particularly interesting because as far as you know, that person was looking in the wrong place, but they might have different information than you do. Something to think about. Something to think about.
Let's
Okay.
give them something to think about.
So I have 3 sections. I have character notes, I have timeline notes, and then I have a list of just magic items that I have been wanting to give you all. It's almost the same list as I had prepared for the tomb that you all failed to raid, but I've added more to it because I didn't expect you all to fail to raid that vault or that tomb. So we've just had...
we did fail it spectacularly.
You did.
Give us that.
And you gotta fail forward. That's another principle I have is fail forward. Okay, you all failed to get into this tomb. I have to find another way to give you all magic items. Great. The guy who you tried to steal from and failed, he has a job for you and he's gonna give you even better rewards. Why not?
No, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. It was Daniel who
Sure, yeah. Let's go with Daniel.
And then the fireball.
But see, let's
go with Daniel.
That's my job as storytellers. When you all roll poorly, I have to make it look like, this was the plan all along, was, you don't get the stuff from the tomb. It's even better if you get hired by the guy you tried to steal from and you go steal from someone even worse.
I rolled really crazy high today.
You did really well
this was like the first really good rolling day for me in a while.
I got some good rolls as well for once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't have
sessions. I've enjoyed them. Like this whole campaign's been a lot of fun, but these past 2 episodes I feel like were really, really fun for me, and I'm having a blast.
Good. I think this was also
together as a group too.
We're catching our stride. Yeah,
it does feel really good. I also liked being able to give you all a really stupid ex machina excuse to why don't you level up and then level up again because magic. And I want you all to be stronger so that I can throw even worse stuff at you once you eventually arrive at Aaron.
And power creep is a thing.
Yeah,
power creep is a thing.
Power creep's a thing, and I have to justify it in story. So why not? Okay, this is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for listening to us play, and then listen to us recap and reflect on our play, which is some of my favorite part of role playing and games. We will see you next time. Pygmalion's Burrito, aka the lovely Shannon, and I will be continuing our Read and React series of Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. We will be starting book 4 on Tuesday evening around 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. on Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. on Tuesdays is roughly when we do our episodes of Read and React. We're starting book 4, The Gate of the Feral Gods, which is going to be amazing. Oh my god. Yes, yay Carl and his talking cat, this series. It is the best ever. Thank you, Valid, for all the gift subs. I really, really appreciate you. Does anyone else have any shout outs before we go? Amy?
Follow me over on Twitch at the Killer Queen Amy, and also the Clock Tower community I run, BIPOC Tower. We are streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It's our first time back after the Clock Tower convention. I'm really excited. We're going to be joined by a bunch of new friends we met at the convention, so I'm really excited to see their brand of chaos coming in with all of us, and just having a good time after finally starting to come back to post-con life. This was very fun to get back to after being at the con for a whole week, basically. I was so ready to come and fuck some shit up, and we didn't even fight, and I feel like I fought a war. So this is great.
The greatest feeling I have as a storyteller is when I have a full session without any combat and people loved it. because you don't need combat to have good role play and a good time.
No, it was great.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Anna, any shout outs from you?
Just the normal. I play Clock Tower with my friends on BIPOC, on Grim Scenarios, on Nocturne. Yeah, I don't have my own things to pimp.
Okay. Dave, anything to pimp out from you?
Same thing. Catch me everywhere. You'll catch me on Clock Tower. You'll catch me board games wherever your heart desires. I always say something nice at the end of every episode. So, as famous Bob Barker once said, help out the human population. Please spay and neuter your loved ones.
Right.
Spay and neuter your loved ones? Is that what he said?
Yeah, why not?
Especially if they're men.
Is that a real thing from Bob Barker?
No, just spay or neuter your pet.
Yeah, that's how we ended every episode of Price is Right. That's how it ends every episode.
How did I miss that? Neuter your men. All right. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.